Oh, hi, it's me, your boy, Bitsy. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to a brand new video, and it's been a good minute since we've had this conversation, these little chats. I think it's been about 4 or 5 months now, and obviously in the previous one, I don't want to get down and crazy like what happened last time. Obviously at the end of last year, multiple things was happening. Start of this year, it kind of just rolled on into 2025. As you all know, I had a lump on my arm. I had to get it checked out and whatnot, blah, 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 blah. Got it dealt with, found out what it was. It sucked at the time. And I've had a few more checkups and surgeries since then and all this kind of stuff. But we're all clear, we're all good, and whatnot. If you want to know more about that information, definitely check out the previous kind of chatting video I did. On top of that, so much stuff has happened. For those that don't know, I'm going to be in a game. Surprise! Hello. It's going to be really weird. I've been doing motion capture now and voice acting work for the last couple of years, and I'm going to be in an upcoming title, an upcoming game that I believe releases next year. So I'll let you know more about that soon. On top of that, I've hired a member of staff now. The Bitz brand has expanded, and I've actually got a member of staff, which is weird to say. So thanks to you guys, not just for supplying me with the opportunity to do this, but now supplying, you know, somebody else with a career. And that is because of you guys watching these videos, these channels, the live stream, just supporting me all over the place. It's crazy, and I never thought I'd be in this position. So thank you so much for just allowing me to do what I do, and I cannot thank you enough. And it's unbelievable. It really is. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm very extremely lucky to be in the position I'm in. I share a lot of the knowledge and everything on the live streams and all this kind of stuff to make sure that for you guys who are wanting to do content curation, all this kind of stuff, learns that. I am very transparent. So like when people ask in Discord, or when people asking the live streams and all this kind of stuff, and you know, I respond. I make sure that you guys are informed of the ups and downs of content curation, all this kind of stuff. Maybe I'll do a dedicated video on it. Who knows? So let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. But a lot of things are changing right now. A lot of things are changing. The member of staff that I've hired, she's been with me now for 3 weeks. She basically does everything in regards to organize the Bitz brand. So kind of like an assistant. I feel like that's the kind of job role we can kind of give. Is just like, you know, she deals with all my emails, all the communications to anybody else, and all this kind of stuff, and make sure my calendar is on track, and making sure everything's ready, and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, just making sure the wheels are turning, you know, and I'm up to date with what's happening and all this kind of stuff. But again, hopefully you guys are doing well. Let me know what you guys have been up to in the first quarter of 2025. Hopefully all is well. I know people have their ups and people downs, but just remember, tomorrow is a new day. Today's the present, yesterday's the past. So at the end of the day, don't think about what happened yesterday. Think about what's happening at this moment in time. Think about tomorrow, and just put one step ahead of the other and make yourself smile, right? That's what I've been doing. I've changed my outlook on everything this past few months to make sure, you know, I'm taking care of myself more after everything in regards to what happened and the health scare and all this kind of stuff. It kind of slapped me across the face, you could say. So what is going to be changing? You must be wondering. What's going to be changing? Well, the stream schedule has changed. I don't stream at 10 a.m. anymore. I actually stream at 3 p.m. BST now. BST, GMT, depending on whenever you watch this. If you're watching this in the other time zone, it'll be GMT. But right now, it's BST, which means 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Western, and like midnight Australia, kind of, you know? So I now start them. The reason being is because 58% of my demographic, my viewer base, is actually from the West Coast. No, I said West Coast, but like America, Mexico, Brazil, all that kind of stuff. Canada. Majority of it is on the west side of the world. Obviously, I'm central, so you know I'm in the UK, But 58% of my viewers are actually from over there, so it kind of makes more sense that my live streams are a bit further in the day. So we ran an experiment through April, and it went pretty well. It went pretty well. A lot of people who were coming to the stream was like, "I'm so happy now you're streaming at these times. I can catch your streams and all this kind of stuff," which is good. Good. What else is changing? YouTube content, that's changing. I need to be a bit more streamlined in what I'm doing. So I'm actually going to pull up my Obsidian here, and I'm going to show you a little drawing board. So let me just quickly grab this, and then I'm going to take you over here. So welcome to Obsidian. A lot of people ask what this software is. Obsidian is where I put all my notes, everything to do with Satisfactory, and especially right now, blueprints. Crazy game, puzzle game, and all that stuff. But what this does, it allows me to draw. Just allows me to draw. So if you want to, you know, doing Satisfactory, I'm just going to put a splitter here. I want the belt to come along here. I want to put another merger here, and then I want to bring some items in. And I might want to draw an elephant. Wait, that's upside down, isn't it? Well, this is an apple, you know? So I've drew my elephant upside down. But anyway, so what I want to do is right now, as you guys know, I stream on Twitch. And I make content here on the YouTube. Where, actually, I do kind of stream on YouTube. And, as of yesterday, I now stream on TikTok as well. All at the same time. So that's one big timeline, right? So that's every weekday at 3 p.m. BST. And then the YouTube right now, as of the past few months, there's no schedule, there's nothing like this. And this is what we need to fix. This is where I need to fix. Not you guys, me. This is what we need to fix. And I've been kind of going over stuff with my, with Amber, and all this kind of stuff, and seeing what's going to be best. And to me, the best solution would be, instead of focusing on like this as a Twitch stream down here, and then this is a YouTube thing, it's on two separate roads or routes or strings or branches, whatever you want to call it. And right now, there's not an available schedule over here. There's not enough content out for you guys to enjoy, except the past broadcasts, which if we actually go over to my YouTube channel, all the past broadcasts gets uploaded here. So what I'm doing on the YouTube stuff, right? So me working on Satisfactory stuff and behind the scenes stuff. I need to push it out like quicker. I want to push content out quicker. And there's only one solution for me to do this. Because as we know, we all have the same amount of time each week. And for me to be able to optimize content in regards to YouTube and Twitch, because I feel like you can only choose one primary. And what I mean by that is it's very, very hard to focus, especially 5 days a week, doing 6 to 8 hours on stream, and then coming off stream, or before the stream, in fact, well, it is now, work on the YouTube dedicated stuff. But during that time, I need to do IRL stuff and be an adult, and as of right now, my schedule's all over the place. For example, if we actually look in my calendar, which is now actually public for you guys all to witness, we have something called the BitsPedia. And what that is this. I'll put a link for this in the description. And you can now get your blueprints here from Satisfactory. You don't need to join the Discord anymore to actually get the blueprints. But I'm going to go through this. So welcome to the homepage of the BitsPedia. This allows you to look at everything in regards to the Bitz brand, right? And what this does is you go into here, and here's my calendar. Everything to do and stuff I've announced and whatnot. So you can see that today, Thursday the 8th of May, I'm going to be live streaming Satisfactory and Blueprints. All right. This meeting I've just been in, done. That's already gone. And you will then see over here, Bitz, 6 p.m. Actually, you can't really see that. What if I was just to scoot down here? You can now see Bitz 6 p.m. That's when YouTube videos are going to release. And then the More Bitz channel, which is 4 and 8 p.m. That's only if there's 2 videos if I'm going to release in that day. So if there's 2 videos, it'll be 4 and 8. If there's 1, it'll be 4 p.m. So you can kind of see what's going on. And it can be pretty crazy. So I've got a pretty packed schedule at the minute, especially coming up to the end of the month, because Wednesday the 28th, Total Eclipse and Edna are heading up to mine. The day after, I've got my sister's wedding, and then the wedding aftermath, and then I'm going on to Scotland for 3 days, and then I'm going from Scotland back home, then to Manchester, then to to get on the plane to Germany, and then, in fact, I am not back until Thursday morning, so that's wrong. And then I'm off to Paris. That's Saturday morning, technically Friday night, until Monday morning. And this is what this is. So if you're ever wondering what I'm live streaming on a certain day, you can just kind of come in here. I'm going to be updating all of these in a second. And then you can kind of see upcoming titles that you might want. So you might be able to see some games that you're interested in. You can click here and you can go to the trailer directly of them games and whatnot. You can see what platforms they're coming on. These are all available to you, accessible to you. We've also got the announced games. This all gets updated via the mods and my assistant and all this kind of stuff. We've also got the Bitz playthrough, so if you're interested in any games I've played in the past, for example, if you want to see Little Nightmares 2, you can see that it was fully playthrough. The full playthrough was released and whatnot. So if I was to click on this, boom, it will then take me to the playthrough. Bada bing, bada bosh, right? Let me actually take you back up here. And then if we go over to past live streams, if you're interested in what's happened in the past live streams as well, you can go here. Everything's in here. Like, I played a repo with Kibitz, Total Eclipse, Game Dev Circle, and Swibney. All their YouTube links are here as well if you want to find out their channels. And that will take you straight to the actual VOD. It's a good place. It's one central hub for you to see everything. It also tells me the played games, but mainly we use this to populate our database. Setup and specs, if you're interested in my system specs, here's the gaming PC, here's the streaming PC, here's the microphones, the cam stuff, and here's any additional peripherals, all that kind of stuff, right? The popular questions, people always ask Bitz, how do you make them curves in Satisfactory? How do you do the align stuff? You can go in here and see it all, and you can just click on this and it'll take you to the curve video, you know? And it'll do everything in here, right? Blueprints. This is your hub now for where blueprints are going to get added for Satisfactory. As you can see, new highway blueprints. It'll take you to the Google Drive. You don't need to join the Discord anymore and then get lost. Because right now, for some reason, we're getting a lot of influx of people saying the Discord links were broken, but it's not broken, but then it is broken, and it's weird. So we're just going to put it on here now. So any blueprints in the future will all be on here. That will get added. And that's basically what this is. If you're interested in when a video is coming out, or if a video is coming out, let's say, for example, I've got a video scheduled for this Sunday, I can go into here and say Satisfactory. You then will know there's a Satisfactory video coming out at Sunday at 6 PM. And it's all in BST. Time zones are up here. I'm doing this again. Boop. There you go. Time zones are up here, right? BST. Right there. 6 PM. Satisfactory. Times in BST. If I'm going to have a video here, let's say blueprints, that's a video coming out, right? It makes it so much easier, and it makes it so much transparent for you on when like specific videos are going to be coming out and whatnot. I feel like it's a good thing to do instead of you guys going, oh, when's the next video coming out? You can literally just come to this and find out, right? Right now, we're getting this populated. It is a work in progress, this whole system we've got here. And not everything will be correct. There will be some stuff that might be wrong, like for example upcoming game releases. Some dates might change, which we need to keep on top of, and all this kind of stuff. It'll show you in here if anything I'm doing like is sponsored, if I'm going to potentially play it, if I'm going to play it or not play it, and whatnot, and all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of a cool little thing. But in regards to YouTube videos, what's going to be changing in regards to that is if I actually go back over to my document over here with my little drawing board. If I go back over here real quick, I'm going to show you. So, as you guys know, we have the, let me bring this down, like this. We have the Twitch. No, let's say we're going to call this the live stream, which is now on all three platforms. Again, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Yeah, all three of them. And then we have the YouTube dedicated videos, right? And here's one string and here's the other. The way going forward, and it's going to be so much more organized, but you're not going to really tell, except with some videos might have face cam. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be removing these two strings, and this is I'm going to bring it up here, and this one I'm going to bring down here, right? I'm going to combine these two. So what that means is all of the live streams are going to be recorded. So let's say, for example, on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? Thursday and Friday. Let's say I play Satisfactory here, so Satis, and I play Satisfactory here, right? What I'm going to do is these two live streams will get broken down into a dedicated 20 to 40 minute video, and then will get made into one video. Let's say on Wednesday, I play The Last of Us, right? The Last of Us. Depending on the content, so like The Last of Us, that could be 6 hours worth of gameplay, and it's a very heavy story game. That means that will go up, but onto the More Bits channel, right? More Bits. This is the Bits channel. So you can see how I'm killing two birds, one stone. We're using the the live streams to create the content for the YouTube and the second channel. And then let's say on Thursday and Friday, we play Roadcraft, which is an upcoming game here. And then on Friday, we play Dyson Sphere. These are two games. I can't even spell. These are two games that is suitable for this channel, right? So that means that stream will be a dedicated video. And then this stream will be a dedicated video. So this will go on the Bitz channel, and this will go on the Bitz channel. But think about this as well. Let's say I play The Last of Us here for 8 hours on stream, right? Because it is a very story-driven game, that's 8 videos of 1 hour long footage, which means this will actually branch off into 8 videos. Well, obviously 7 for a week, right? And that will just branch off like that. And that's that channel dealt with that week. I've just realized you can't see again. So I'm going to zoom down here. If that makes sense, right? So let's say I stream The Last of Us here. That's 8 hours. That means 8 videos. That means 8 videos ready for the second channel. On Monday and Tuesday, if I stream Satisfactory, that's Satisfactory 2 of them, because depends on what gets done in that, will get added to a 1 video, right? If I play Roadcraft on Thursday, that will get put into 1 video. Dyson Sphere will get put into 1 video. And that's the way that I kind of really need to do things, because I'm in a predicament where I'm extremely busy and I need to streamline everything. And using the platform of live streaming for people to watch the things being done and all this kind of stuff, and the interactions and the shenanigans that happen, I kind of want that to reflect in the videos. So it's not like 2 different people kind of, what's it called, like making content. Because when you're creating video format content, it's not the same. It's not really the same. It is the same as like the YouTube stuff, the live stream stuff. So I want to now bring them together, create the live streams, chop them up, and whatnot. So how am I doing this, you must ask, right? Well, I have a 2 PC setup, and we're going to go back over here again, and I'm going to zoom across here. So I have a gaming PC, right? So this is for those curious on how am I going to do all of this, especially streaming on 3 different platforms and then also recording at the same time. So I have a streaming PC again. If you need to know the system specs, go over into the BitsPedia. Again, I'll put a link in the description. All my system specs are here, and what I'm using. So not everybody's going to be able to use this, but there is ways. Obviously, I record and stuff in 4K, so that requires a lot of power. I stream to Twitch in 4K. I stream to YouTube in 1440p, and then TikTok in 1080p. The gaming PC, these are separate, right? So the streaming PC is heavily focused on grabbing a HDMI from the gaming PC. That goes into an Elgato 4K Pro that is in the streaming PC, and the signal is then received there, which then goes onto here, which you guys see on the live stream. So the gaming PC is just full on dedicated to playing games. So if you're not a content creator and you're just playing games off stream, that's exactly the way I see it, right? That's the way I play games. But what I mean by that is if you had one dedicated PC and you was to be playing games and streaming, the game would take a bit of a hit on performance. That's why dedicated streaming PCs is a good way to offload your system from being strained by streaming and also recording and all this kind of stuff, right? So the streaming PC deals with the heavy loading of sending the footage to Twitch, to YouTube, to TikTok, and OBS and everything else like the chat, all this kind of stuff. That has 2 dedicated monitors. The gaming PC, however, is just a central gaming PC right here, and the only thing this focuses on is the game. That is it. But going forward, the gaming PC is going to have the game plus OBS, which is the open broadcast software, which is, if you don't know, allows you to record and stream. Recording takes literally very, very, very minimal resources. So the gaming PC is going to be dedicated to recording everything in regards to camera and the gameplay. This is just for the live stream. So this is for the stream and to utilize all the resources, because this to stream is so performance intensive. You don't want to affect this. So the stream PC is going to be doing everything with the stream. The gaming PC is going to be recording the footage, so you're going to see it still naturally in 4K. You're going to see the high FPS and good game performance, as what you guys see already on the actual channel. So nothing's going to really impact on that. So that's how that kind of works. So now, when I hit the go live button on the second PC, I'll now also be hitting recording on this PC, on the gaming PC, and just record everything. And I'm going to use something in OBS. I know not a lot of people might be interested in this, but for those who are, like the technical terms and all this kind of stuff, and to capture them moments. So inside OBS here, you have something called hybrid MP4, okay? Which means if I go into the settings, I want to go back over here again. This is the OBS that's on the gaming PC. This is where I can do stuff, and again, this is not being used to record this one because I'm recording it on the second PC. But if I go into here and go to output and go to recording, this is my settings, right? And I'm using something called hybrid MP4. And the good thing about this, it allows you to set a hotkey to add a chapter marker. So the subtract button on my keyboard, if I press that when I'm recording, it sets a marker in the recording. So when I go into my editing software, there'll be a line going through the actual footage, and it'll have a little arrow, and I can snap to it and all this kind of stuff. And it gives me a location to look at and go, okay, is this a cutting point? Is this a game change? Is this a funny bit? Is this a bit I want to make sure is in the footage of the YouTube videos and all this kind of stuff? So it allows me to focus on that. So let's say something happened on stream that was kind of funny. I can press that. I can then go in there and turn it into like a TikTok or YouTube short. I can also maybe highlight to myself, okay, we're changing games here, and let's say we've gone from Satisfactory to Blueprints. I can then highlight that area and go, okay, that's where I'm changing. Let's cut that, separate it. And that's what that allows me to do. It makes the flow of the editing easier, instead of, because imagine if that marker was not there, I would have to scrub through that whole footage to try and find them segments, or remember when this funny moment happened, or when this part of the video of the live stream I need to put into the video because it's essential key information that involves the video that's being created. So that's basically how that's going. I know that all that was a lot of technical stuff, but you can kind of see how I'm trying to streamline everything to make sure that you guys are getting the content you guys deserve. So that's basically what I'm doing. Like I said, things are crazy right now, and I want to make sure that we're still keeping on top of making the content which comes first, as well as everything else I'm doing. Like, it's extremely busy right now, and it's only coming to summer as well. And again, a lot of people forget that we have to take care of number one also, which is IRL. Like, I got to take care of myself as well. I've still got adult stuff to do. It sucks, I know, but like we've still got to, I've got to go and hoover downstairs or do the washing up or all that kind of stuff. Just being an adult has to be a priority as well, instead of just sitting here for 24 hours a day, not trying sleeping and making content going forward. I'm not a machine. I wish I'm a machine, but oh boy, doing this for doing live streaming for 13 years, and then doing YouTube for the last 5 years, and now doing the TikTok and short stuff since yesterday, making sure that we optimize everything and making the flow so much easier, rather than streaming for 8 hours and then going off stream and recording for 6 hours and then editing for 4 hours. Like, you can see how all that builds up, and it gives me no time for me and all that kind of stuff, right? So going forward, all the YouTube videos will now be live stream edits of what happened, which does mean some videos again will have camera, some might not have camera, and it's going to involve every little kind of detail. Some videos will be 20 minutes, some will be 40 minutes, some videos might be an hour to an hour and a half. It's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But hopefully you all enjoy that stuff, and hopefully you all enjoy that update. And I appreciate you all, I really, really do. So thank you for allowing me to do what I do again. And I just want to kind of give you a bit of an update. It's been a while since we've had this bit of a chat, so breathe. I felt like I didn't breathe through any of that. I need to go make myself a cup of tea. I want a cup of tea. I'm going to go do that. So I'm going to end this video. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for just being you. And hopefully you all enjoy the content that is going to be heading your way. It's going to be fun. So basically, the only stuff, so the blueprints that are going out at the minute, they'll not get put into a video. It's when the next game I go on to. So the satisfactory stuff, I'm going to do a video with everything we've kind of done to kind of catch you all up. And then going forward from that will be, if I live stream Satisfactory next Monday and Tuesday, that'll go into a video. And then on Wednesday, I might play Expedition 33. That'll go onto the second channel for 8 videos, so for example. And then so on and so forth. So it's not going to be the games we're currently playing that's going to get put into dedicated videos, except Satisfactory. So the Blueprints ones, they're just going to stay as the live stream stuff for now. No, they are going to stay for the live stream stuff. But anyway, I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for watching. Keep smiling. I'll see you in another video.